Shabbat Shalom. O brother, where art thou? Last week we learned about the horrific murder of a pastor and 8 of his congregants in their church in Charleston, South Carolina, during a Bible study session. Any murder is a tragedy, but unfortunately we have so many murders in this country every day that we become numb to their horror, until we get something so shocking that it rouses us from our stupor and we're forced to confront it, as it did last week. The murder struck us so deeply for a number of reasons. First, because of the racial hatred that the killer expressed, which motivated him to act. Second, because of the location, a church, God's house, a place of sanctuary and peace, forever marred by the violent act that took place there. And third, because of the contrast between the goodness of the victims and the evil of the murderer. The goodness of people who were engaged in Bible study, who welcomed in their own killer so graciously that he almost didn't go through with it, and the evil of a cold-blooded killer who showed no mercy. When will it stop? In this week's Parshat we read about the continued journey of the Israelites towards the Promised Land. When they get to the border of the territory of the Edomites, Moshe asks the king for a safe passage through their land. And he begins his request by saying that he speaks on behalf of Achicha Yisrael, your brother Israel. And indeed the Edomites and the Israelites were cousins. But why does Moshe mention this? Rabbi Joseph ben Isaac, better known as the Bechor Shor, explains that Moshe is looking for special consideration from the king. Special consideration because they're not strangers, they're brothers. Because Moshe knows that we treat family better than we treat strangers. But what would it take for us to stop seeing one another as strangers, and to see everyone as our brother? Come and learn more as I address this issue at Shabbat services, Friday night at 7:30 p.m. for our first Shabbat under the stars and our board installation, and Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Shabbat Shalom.